Hey everybody, this is Ostuni. Welcome to MediEvil. I know I have been lacking in brand new stuff for you guys, but I've been pretty sick over the past week. And coincidentally, pretty much the week that this good old remake has actually come out. So I am very much excited to actually get into this. I have been a fan of MediEvil all of my fucking gaming career, and yeah, hold on. Ooh, oh, no, not what I wanted to move. Wanted to move my own little camera. Want to get it a little bit smaller if I can. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right there. Right there should be pretty good, I think. But yeah, I played the original MediEvil on the channel, so I'll actually link that as a playlist if you want to see it. It spans a lot of different eras as far as this channel, like from when I was very new to like within maybe a year ago whenever I finished this, or whenever I finished the original game. I can't really refer to this as the same game. There's gonna be some differences, and a lot of them are good. Especially that shiny coat of paint. It looks so good, doesn't it? It really does. Alright. My lighting's a little bit off, by the way. I'm experimenting with dimming some of my lights, but I didn't know that it would actually affect that much. Yeah. Yes, I see.
Oh, Gallowmere, who fell at the first charge.
Oh.
The fog of war and the shrouds of time
Conspire to turn the arrow folder into the savior of the day. But we knows better.
Let it alone.
Yeah.
Fate has given it a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
A chance to
That's
forget
right.
the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Alright. Well, cool. Alright. So, very first thing that I noticed about this game is in comparison to the original, and this is kind of not that big a deal, you can actually go back into your own crypt, which is definitely something that you couldn't do before. And also, I'm going to do something. Some of you guys may know this, but let's see. You can actually switch your controls to classic controls. So that way, everything's a little bit better for those of us who, you know, grew up with the original game. There we go. Alright. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, let's go around. Let's see. Something else is kind of cool, too, in the remake is the books actually talk.
Find will be added to your coin total. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles.
Alright, cool. Give me that. Oh, and give me that. We got throwing knives. Yeah. Oh, and we also have the ability to switch weapons by using R1, a feature that was actually in MediEvil 2, but a welcome feature nonetheless. So excited.
Powers and abilities beyond the ordinary. Be sure to test every weapon to discover their secondary abilities. Some weapon abilities are immediate, and some may need a bit of time to charge before they realize their full potential.
I guess she's talking about... Oh, yeah. Yep, can throw 3 daggers instead of just 1. Alright, jumping, and... got myself a fancy shield. Yeah! It's definitely... the shield emblem's definitely different than what what the traditional game is, but that's fine. Oh, yes.
During
Yes,
your
there we go.
travel through Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To see your items or to use one, review your
Indeed.
inventory.
Right.
In it, you will also find your Book of Gallowmere.
That's a new
This will
feature
keep a
too.
record of the denizens you've encountered and bestow you with keen insights that only a disembodied voice could provide.
Well, that's pretty cool. And I'll show you that real quick. Let's see. Oh, whoop. Nope. Shh. That's the button I want. Oh, yeah. And I actually have Dan's helmet, which I'll explain that. First, yeah. Enemies or more deadly, I kind of want to try to play the entire game with this item on because it's going to make the game more challenging. And they're actually like bosses and everything that actually get more challenging in this remake. So I'm kind of interested. Let's see. The Book of Gallowmere. So basically, yeah, you get all sorts of entries, even for Morton the Earthworm. Information gargoyles. Basically anything you actually run across, like, quickly. Oh, and Zarok is a consistent entry. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this off. It looks so different having Dan in a helmet, by the way. Just so different. But like I said, if I'm gonna play this game, I might as well actually play it on a more challenging difficulty. Now let's go ahead and get our first life bottle. That'll help us too. Alright. And I'm recording this on a on the OBS recording setup that I have, which has been pretty dang faithful so far, and not a whole lot of complications have arisen from it. So, oh gosh, even the map, even the overworld actually looks good. Like that's saying something. So yeah, let's go ahead and head on into the graveyard. I'm gonna try and get these levels done as quickly as possible because there are a lot of people who probably already know exactly how these first two levels go, simply because there was a demo of this game, and if you played the demo, then you could actually get the helmet that I have on good old Dan's head. I'm actually kind of interested in the possibility of upgrading to the Digital Deluxe Edition. I have a physical copy of the game because the game means a lot to me to have it at least physically, but I may get the Digital Deluxe version because Dan's super armor from MediEvil 2 is actually included. There we go. Alright. And wow! Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright. There is one thing, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, that I don't like about this version of the game, is that Dan doesn't have his, like, really ludicrous run. Like, he just doesn't have it. Like, in the original game, he runs like a madman. But there are so many things to appreciate about this version of the game. Like for instance, the fact that you could actually see what the enemies are supposed to look like. There's no speculation to what they may look like. It's just, oh, this is what they look like because the models are actually detailed. Like, for instance, these ones with the gray on them, I think back in the old game they just kind of looked like, oh, awesome. Alright, and let's take some gold. But yeah, they used to just look like they may be like female zombies or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to our first life fountain. That'll be good. There are a lot of sound effects to really Oh my god. Whoa. Awesome. So that was a little bit of something different. There definitely weren't that many damn enemies behind that door in the original game. But yeah, there's some sound effect cues that I really miss from the original game. But it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna have to get used to it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah! And plus, it's not like you can't just play the original at some point just to kind of have some, have a comparison to what exactly I'm talking about. I will say this, though. If you actually compare the original and this soundtrack, there aren't too many big differences. Like, it sounds like it's a faithful recreation, which there is a game, MediEvil Resurrection, that actually came out for the PSP. Shows you how old that is. And it was pretty much a reimagining of MediEvil 1. Not a remake, but definitely a reimagining that took a lot of liberties. And the music just didn't feel nearly as good overall. Whoa! Ah. Yeah. Alright, Chalice can now be collected, so let's go back up and actually get that real quick. So for those of you who are new to MediEvil in general, some of you may have picked it up on a whim or whatever, and I'm hopefully glad to help you guys on your adventure through Gallowmere. Basically, in this game, every level except for one has a Chalice of Souls in it. That one level being Dan's Crypt, obviously. Pretty obvious which one it is. But every single one of them has a Chalice. And collecting that Chalice will get you access to the Hall of Heroes. And while in the Hall of Heroes, you will get a new weapon every even visit, and a helpful item in some way, shape, or form every odd visit. This could include just a lot of gold, some energy vials to refill your health, and also, let's see, what else was it? Oh yeah, life bottles every so often. But I want to go ahead and let you guys know something else that's very particular as well. If you skip certain Chalice of Souls, you will not be getting the same weapon further down the road. It's basically a cumulative chalices. It's not a you get X chalice, you get X weapon or item. So if you read a guide or something that's like, oh, chalice number blah 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 gets you this, that means accumulative chalices. So be sure that you collect them all in order to keep on actually getting all of the weapons in the game, because eventually you will just get stuck at the very end anyway. But then again, it might be easier for you to come back and do certain chalices later, depending on your own skill level, of course. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you. You do things your way, man. Alright, let's go ahead and get our health back. There we go. There we go. That's not... Yeah. Right. Hey, fuck you. I want to kick that open. Another copper shield. I remember that the copper shield... I didn't think the copper shield was big enough to actually have... Not had a skull on it, just not a big one. That's what I remember, because the silver shield is what I based my tattoo on, and that's when you get the or get to see it enlarged for the first time. All right, let's talk to the gargoyle.
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves.
Well, we ain't no forgotten nobody, so fuck you, guy. But yeah, this is it. From this point onward, is anything outside of the demo you guys may have played. So, let's go. Also, I'm kind of interested to see how the Hall of Heroes looks. Also, I don't think... Oh, this looks really good. This looks really, really good. I think that the gargoyles... That's new too. I'll explain that. I think the gargoyles dialogue
Welcome to the hall
has been ripped from the first game, like directly. And that's interesting.
Feasting, singing,
Yeah.
and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Alright, so here's the thing. These are two new features. One, as you can see in front of me, there's a number counter for how many chalices we've actually gotten. And two, there's a merchant gargoyle right here. So that's pretty neat. I'm gonna go ahead and get all that. Num num num. Who's a happy boy? Alright. New Book of Galamir entry unlocked. Ooh. Hello! Yes, hello, phone! So this is the ghostly statue of me. Interesting. Alright, so what do you have to say?
To pay homage to the heroes, stand in front of their designated statues and await spiritual guidance.
Okay, so this is our first, uh-oh. There's a physical chalice as well as that. Okay, and something else too. These stairs will eventually materialize. So
Only when you are truly
Right.
worthy as a hero will you be able to ascend to the higher level of this hall. When you have paid homage to all of the heroes in the lower hall, the ghostly stairs will then become solid.
that's right. And that means that you got to go through at least 6 chalices before you can actually get up there. But I'm kind of curious to see how they interact. Let's see. Speak to here.
It's me, Captain.
Oh.
Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's
So
got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Galamir. After you were slain, I shot Sarek's champion, Lord Kardak. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards.
so this is
Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir. Oh, goodbye, sir.
So this is actually kind of interesting too. All of that dialogue was actually ripped from the first game as well. Like, I don't mind it. I'm not gonna say like, where the fucking comp out or something like that, like some other internet douches might say. I like it. I really do. Let's see. Alright, so we got max ammo on that. That's really good. Okay. So let's go ahead and leave the Hall of Heroes for our next adventure. Which ought to be interesting because I think this is the level with the first hoppable hazard. So I'm kind of interested to see if what they say is true about good old Dan in this game, if he actually controls a little bit better. Because I haven't had the opportunity to test that out, really. Because here's the thing about the original MediEvil, is Dan was kind of hard to control for certain parts, particularly when you had to platform or jump from place to place. You didn't feel like you really had 100% control. At least I know I didn't. And I know there's some players that would agree with me. Alright. Well, hello there, Zarok. I know you have different voice acting.
So, even from the shackles of death,
No?
my old enemy possesses seems.
Dude!
You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
Dude, this is awesome. Like, that is so cool. Like, because I think that, like, there's some other games that have come out that are remasters. Particularly Crash Bandicoot and maybe Spyro that have different voice acting that people don't really like. I mean, they're okay and they'll tolerate it, but there are a lot of people that notice it in a more negative context. Let's see, this is a little bit more of a complicated level, so stick with me, guys, and I'll show you how to get to all the things. Alright. So, in order to get past this, we're going to need a little something extra. So, we're going to go off and we're going to get that extra thing. Well, okay, there we go. Let's see here. Fuck you. Uh-oh. Oh, let's do that. That'll be fun. Ooh. I like how that works. I really do. So yeah, explodey chests are sometimes a thing. If that's an energy vial in case you ever need it. Another merchant gargoyle, but we don't really need it right now. Let's see. Merchant gargoyles will be good for later on. Whenever we get very specific items from certain members of the Hall of Heroes. Okay. Alright, so here's where our shield's going to come in handy for this particular little route. So let's do it! Alright, jump over that. Huh. Ah, dang. Crap. Alright, here we go. So we need to get over here. Ooh! Oh. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm gonna get you. Alright, so headless zombies are now a thing. Let's take a look in here. So, that is the item that we need. But be warned, this club has limited durability. So, a smart guy like me would tell you guys, do not use this on enemies. Use it specifically to get past stuff like this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get... Yeah, and you could actually set it on fire too, so that's another use for it. And I think whenever you switch it back into your inventory, it stops being on fire. Mm-hmm.
We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the naughty old hags lived here once. Unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back, but the smell still makes our eyes sting.
So we're in a witch's coven right now, pretty much. Oh, jeez. Hey, bud. Hey, fuck you. Alright. So, for those of you who were kind of wondering for a little bit, where's that extra 15% for the chalice? It's in there, along with the chalice. So, alright, we're gonna go ahead and... Actually, this might be good. Okay, we're gonna switch. Oh, no. Nah, I think we'll be alright, actually. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our club, we're gonna set it on fire. And we're gonna run up here, and then we're gonna set this on fire. And that's going to toss all that! I think that was... No? Hey! Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa! Hey! Fucking asshole. Alright, so the Witch Talisman. That is going to be an important item to have a little bit later on. But, of course, it won't really do anything for you right now. Still, collect everything that you can. This is one of those games where not trying to do these things anyway is just gonna hurt you later on down the road. So, just go ahead and get them. Just go ahead, man. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay. And triangle is set secondary weapon. I got it. I've got it now. I understand with my big gamer brain. Alright. Fuck off, boulders. What do you think you are? Some kind of threat to me? I'll take you all on. Ah, shit. Okay. No! Son of a bitch! Okay. Woo! Oh. Hey. 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 No! Ooh! Ah! Ha! Okay, good. Ha! 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 Okay, copper shield destroyed, whatever. And... Alright, there we go. Let's see, there we go. Alright, and that filled up our life bottle. Let's see here. Alright, now that we actually don't have to worry about the stones anymore, I may actually see what this is. Something tells me that's just a copper shield, but I'm wanting to check. Because I didn't have one anymore. Because I busted mine. Hooray. Alright, so let's go ahead and start our entry into the mausoleum. But first, the Hall of Heroes. And then we'll probably cut the episode for right this second. Because, you know, just gonna pace things out a little bit.
Back from the battle so soon?
Yeah, because we're badasses.
It must think it is a hero by now.
Well, I didn't say that.
But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes.
Okay.
See the ghostly statue of your fraudster self?
Yeah?
When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
Well, okay. Alright. So this is round 2 with Canny Tim. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Hurrah! I knew it would take more than the army of the evil dead to throw your striker. I've something that may help you on your quest.
Oh.
I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
Alright, life bottle. That is definitely a good find. Ooh. I didn't know that I could knock those down. That'll have to be a new little pastime. Alright, actually before I... You know what? Yeah, before I actually cut out of this episode entirely, I'm going to show you guys something that you can do now that you have the club. See, we're not going to go to the mausoleum quite yet because every level does have a check mark, including including Dan's Crypt. We're actually going to see if this this thing of which I speak is actually still a thing in the remake. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I don't know why they wouldn't have it this time. Okay. Let's see here. I think... Okay, I see it. Alright, so... Let's go ahead and put on the club. We want to go right here. There we go. Oh, and that's even better. Because I didn't think there was a actual life bottle in here. I don't remember that. And an energy vial, just in case we were actually any amount of health low, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and regather all of the gold that I can, because gold will help us at some point, because at some point I will need to replenish ammo. Let's see. Yeah, basically anything that is not the throwing daggers, you will eventually have to use the merchant gargoyle to replenish those weapons in specific. Basically anything you get from the Hall of Heroes, you're going to be using gold to replenish those weapons. And there's one particular, or actually there's two particular things in which you'll have to do as well. Not even ranged weapons, they're more services, basically. But that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully bearing with me as I've been sick. I didn't want to go this long without putting new stuff out or anything like that, but things happen in life, and you can't control them. The only thing that you can do is get past them, and then try to do your best going forward. So this is going to be a regular series here on the channel. I don't imagine it's going to take me very long to beat this. As you saw, I beat the first 3 levels in 30 minutes. I know this game very well. So yeah, look forward to that. And for those of you who are new, if you enjoy Fire Emblem, I'm playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses as another series, and I'm playing through Borderlands 3 as well. Both of those are a little bit behind, just because of other reasons that have come up, you know, in the life, that, you know, couldn't focus on recording because of very particular personal things. But hey, I'm having fun with each and every one of these games, and I hope that you guys will stick along with me for the ride. But anyway, this is Ostuni, signing off.